For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. Also, I've got a new merchandise store, hats, hoodies and new tee designs, all available right now on the link in the description. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 5 of Season 3 at Newcastle United. There are just a handful of days left in the transfer window and we've kind of spent out. We've got very little money remaining. Unless something drastic happens between now and the end of the window, I don't think we're going to be doing any more business. The squad is complete. Hopefully it will be good enough to help us compete on all fronts. We didn't have the best of times in yesterday's episode with regards on pitch performance. However, in the window transfer wise, we did very well. So if you missed yesterday's episode, check it now before you get any spoilers as to who we've signed. I'll let you go and do that. As we head into today's episode, we'll be playing my personal massive nemesis as a Cambridge United fan, Peterborough United, and then we'll have transfer deadline day, and we'll probably play Everton as well. In our Champions League group, we have Spartak Moscow, Olympiacos, and, wow, Bayern Munich. So it's going to be difficult to get out of that group. Olympiacos and Spartak Moscow will actually cause us quite a few problems, and obviously Bayern, you would expect, will top the group. We'll try our best though, and fingers crossed we can get out of it and into the knockout stages. But first, a game at home against Peterborough. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe too if you're new around here for more, basically the remainder of this series and then FIFA 17 content, which is now just 3 weeks away. But without any further ado, let's head into the Capital One Cup against my arch nemesis, Peterborough United. Williams, he's done well to get past Fabinho. Fabinho closing him down again though, but Williams is twisting away well here. This is such a good run. I really hope this doesn't end in a goal. Sells makes a good save, bats it away. Madison will keep that in. No, he won't. It's going to be a throw to Peterborough. First chance of the game goes their way. When did Peterborough United turn into Barcelona? Seriously, they just hit the bar with the most ridiculous passage of passing play I've seen for a while. That was insane. How am I even supposed to defend against that? You can't even change player quick enough before they've moved it to another part of the pitch. Isaac Hayden with a good turn there though. We'll poke that in front of Leroy Fer. Iosi Perez is making the right run, but it's deflected, but finds Delafeu, and Perez was offside, or what? Delafeu was offside, one of them. Up we go. Well up Isaac. Very good header. Leroy Fer poked that through there to Iosi Perez. Across to Delafeu, look for the early cross. It's a great ball in. Underneath it is Smith, unfortunately, but it comes back to Delafeu. He does well to keep it in. We'll get a second cross into the box, and Forrester has to head that behind for a corner to Newcastle. Right, see if we can actually make this corner pay, shall we? Look for Isaac Hayden at the near post, and Isaac Hayden will not win the header, but it's come back to Perez. Delafeu, and he somehow manages to hold off Forrester. Leroy Fer scored a banger in a couple of episodes recently, but Jack Anick makes a good save this time. We'll see if it's obviously going to get pulled back here. Going to be Jaws. Why is it Jaws Corey on the edge of the box? Well, he's done well enough to get the ball down, but here's Koulibaly. Why does he keep dropping to my centre backs? Isaac Hayden in the box, and he can't hold on to the ball, but defender kicks it against his teammate. We'll have a throw instead. Delafeu to Fer. Quickly across to Perez. Arnautovic all the way over there. As well cut out by Madison, but we will still get it to Arnautovic. Can he keep that in? Yes. What do we do here? I've got too many blue shirts around me and I'm struggling to make a decision, but we'll lay this in front of Isaac Hayden and he will shoot about 3 yards wide. Oh no, it took a deflection. Fair enough. I take that back, Isaac. I apologise. I thought you were just shit at shooting. To be fair, he probably is just shit at shooting, but somehow managed to... go on, Emiliano. You haven't scored for me yet. That's deflected. Who did he get deflected off? A defender. All right, another corner then. Isaac Hayden is terrible at shooting, though. And Iosi Perez, no. Confirmation. Isaac Hayden, terrible at shooting. That header was awful. Good ball. Took him 10 years to take a first touch, but we'll squeeze that through. Kovalenko could look again. And Zakawani, whose fault it was for us receiving possession in the first place, maybe stops us from scoring a goal there. Iosi Perez bursts past him though, and Anick with a good save. Starting to turn the wick up now on Peterborough here. We're getting stronger and stronger as the game goes on, as they tire. They gave it absolutely everything the opening half an hour, and we're playing some very good football, but they've done a little bit of ball chasing recently, and it's starting to show with some tired legs already, and we're only 50 odd minutes in. Insua. Kovalenko to Perez. Go through there to Delafeu, who's got the pace to get there, and shame, unfortunately, not the finish, but Iosi Perez is there. That was a simple finish for Iosi. Delafeu probably should have done a bit better with that. I tried to get it across into the bottom corner, and to be fair, he's just smacked it up and straight at the keeper, but Jose Perez isn't going to miss that. Simple finish, and at last we have ourselves a lead. Forrester with a nice turn. Oztuma to Naby. Out wide to Nichols again. Back to Taylor. Good possession football, but is it going to lead to anything, Peterborough? That's the question. Leroy Fer can try and put pressure on Forrester, but he gets it away to Smith before he can get there. Great ball into Naby. It is going to lead to something, and that something is an equaliser for Peterborough. 1-1 with 25 minutes to go. Naby does really well to find a little bit of space in the box there. Ball across. You can just see the run he makes there across the defender, and I don't know what I was doing with the defender there. Absolutely terrible from me. Never mind. 1-1. Let's just go score another goal, shall we? Delafeu. Help that quickly through there with Dwight Gale to Sigurdsson and poke that to Perez. He's in behind. Oh, that's brilliant from Jose Perez. I wasn't sure initially whether that was actually going to come off, but we made it work. Jack Hannick, the goalkeeper, didn't commit to a challenge. Perez works the space, and immediately after getting pegged back to 1-1, we're in front again. Straight from kickoff, Gylfi around the corner, into Perez. Little bit of a skill move and a simple finish. As was his first goal. 2-1 Newcastle. There goes the final whistle. It's a 2-1 win against Peterborough. It was pretty simple in the end, but I definitely wasn't as convincing a performance from me as I possibly could have put in. But as you can see, 2 shots for them, 1 on target, 1 goal. 8-5 for us with the 2 goals, and we're through to the next round of the Capital One Cup. Like I say, I wasn't as convincing there as I could have been, and clearly at the moment, with regards to the Norwich game and the Lech Poznan game prior to that in yesterday's second episode, I'm not necessarily playing the best of football right now, so I'm going to have to raise my game. Let's have a look and see what happens on deadline day though, shall we? If anything dramatic happens, I will show you it. If not, I'll skip to the end and then just give you a quick rundown of what's happened. There are a couple of deals you'll want to see. Chicharito from Leverkusen to Schalke, but the one that's of most interest to me, Diego Costa to Borussia Dortmund. Now, will Chelsea replace Diego Costa before the end of the window? They had 4 hours to do so. It doesn't look like they're actually going to do that. They've only brought in Barreira, Minamino and Dolberg, as you could see on the left there as well. Trabzonspor have sold Marine back to the Premier League, and Burnley is his destination. Chelsea sold Diego Costa and not replaced him. I did not expect that in this window, it has to be said. Some massive deals going through there. Bale, Muller, Kroos. But unfortunately for Chelsea, they've sold someone. Yo, what? What? I didn't... When did I sell... I didn't sell Jose Perez. I didn't sell Jose Perez. I'm going to have to go back and check the previous episodes to make sure I didn't make a mistake. But I am certain. I'm certain I didn't sell Jose Perez. What are you doing to me, board? They've just sold... I have no words. I have no words. BRB, I'm going to go and check and make sure that isn't my fault. I just checked the footage. That wasn't instigated by me. The board have gone out and sold Jose Perez to Spurs, last year's Premier League Golden Boot winner, to Tottenham Hotspur for £10 million. Inside the last hour of deadline day. It's just as well I went and bought fucking Tevez, isn't it? Otherwise, I'd have Dwight Gale and no one else to play up top. I'm fuming. I'm so angry at that. When we get to the January transfer window, I am asking the board for a shit ton of money, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy a world-class striker to back up Tevez. We should get about £8 to £10 million for competing in the group stage of the Champions League. That will come in handy, and I'll ask the board for money as well, and they better give me some extra funds, because that is just so out of order. I can't believe they've done that. I cannot believe they've actually just gone and done that. They've sold my best fucking... Well, not my best striker anymore, but last year's best player. I can't believe it. I can't believe that's happened. Let's go to the game against Everton, shall we? And let's fucking batter them. That's a nice ball into Kevin Morales. That's a heavy touch, though. Pulls it back. Kovalenko loses out to Tarashai, who hits the bar. Tovan can't get there for the header either. How has he lost that physical battle with Tarashai? He's tiny. I don't understand that. I've never been more determined to win a game either. I'm absolutely certain that I have to win this game. And if I can win it by a margin as well, then I'd like to do exactly that. Kovalenko's touch almost let him down there, but Insua will find Douglas Costa. Get this to Deulofeu. Lay in front of Saul, who can get around Leighton Baines. Saul! Kovalenko stood right in front of me. Brilliant. Well, things really aren't going to plan here, are they? This has not been the best 60 seconds of a video, to be honest. Unless we end this chance with a goal in the end. Deulofeu, nice little scoop turn. Up against the defender. Can't get past him, though, but Fabinho finds him again. Good touch, good turn. Finds Dendoncker, who loses out to Gibson. Nope, I'm actually just playing angry now, and it's not necessarily going to help us get a result here. I need to somehow calm myself down. Insua, inside to Dendoncker. Saul is in some space. We find him well. Nice run by Kovalenko. Where's Tevez? Stood right next to me. All right. Well, we will poke this to Douglas Costa. It was very heavily hit, but he's going to turn inside and not score his first goal in the Newcastle shirt because Stekelenburg makes a very good save. Can we keep possession, though? Mbakani with a terrible touch? Yes, we can. Insua with a terrible pass. No, we can't. So, to Tevez. I'm just going to go for the run because I don't fancy being able to turn inside a couple of people in that situation. Deulofeu needs some support coming from deep. Fabinho is providing some, but that pass for some reason is going to go to Kovalenko. Fuck you, game. And Mbakani's in behind. Pulls it back. Tried to place it in the top corner there, James McCarthy, and just didn't quite get his angles right. You can see with the technique, he's definitely going for placement, not power. Unfortunately for him, the placement wasn't good enough and he went wide. How is that? Ball lofted in. Well up, Dendoncker. Tevez gets it to Saul, who's going to play that out wide to Deulofeu. Turns inside nicely. Going to need some support though. Deulofeu still running. Will come sideways to Tevez. Tevez will. This fucking game right now. It sells my best striker. I take control of the ball, it gives a foul. I pass the ball to Tevez, simple finish, kicks it straight against the teammate that's in front of me and offside. Oh, fuck. Good tackle by Emiliano Insua. Poke it there to Kovalenko. Play that through for Carlos Tevez. Surely this has to be 1-0. I'm not even relieved. I'm still angry. I just can't. We're 1-0 up. But just furious. I'm absolutely furious right now. It's a video game, Ches. Calm down. Jesus. 1-0 Newcastle. Colmore with the throw. Win that Dendoncker. I kind of meant head it to a teammate, not back to Tovan. McCarthy, Stones. Stones into Mbakani. Mbakani into the middle, and Morales buries it. Of course he does. Hey. 1-1. Exquisite finish. The anger's still there. Corner for Deulofeu. Going to pick out the man on the edge of the box, which looks like it's Kovalenko. It is. Decent first touch. Oh, Stekelenburg. That's not going to stop the ball from going in. Somehow manages to get back and catch the ball at the second attempt. Can I get a teammate here to try and win this header? No. It flattens Mbakani, though. James McCarthy will pick the ball up forever. And there are 5 minutes left to go. I really want to win this game, but I don't think I have the mindset to be able to grind it out right now. I'm just seething. Nice from Koulibaly, but it drops straight back to Mbakani and cleverly goes across here to Besic. Fabinho wins the ball, but it's going to drop straight back to Besic. If they'd have scored there, I would actually have exploded. This is just bullshit at its highest possible parameter. Get this away. Favili punches it. Brings it down there, Tovan. Cross blocks. If they score this somehow, Favili catches. It's a 1-1 draw. I need to just stop playing FIFA right now. Go and edit this, have a break, and then come back and record tonight's episode. Because I'm just not right now. Just not. A 1-1 draw against Everton. The board sold my best striker. Well, not my best striker, but the board sold my top goal scorer from last year of their own accord. Nothing went for me in that game at all. We end up drawing 1-1 with Everton. We've spent £90 million and I'm just playing terrible football. Next up, at the beginning of tonight's episode, will be the first game of the Champions League, but I need to just get as far away from a game of FIFA now as I possibly can. And just go and chill out for an hour and then come back and take on Spartak Moscow and Middlesbrough. For now, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video if you if you enjoyed. I'm sure it was amusing for you to see me rage like that, but never mind. Subscribe to the channel too if you're new around here for the rest of this series and FIFA 17 content that's just around the corner. But for now, that's all from me. I'll see you in tonight's episode.